Folks, what do y'all think about that? Do you think chickens should not eat corn ever? Or what did her friend mean when she said that? Let's dive into it a little bit. Let's take a quick look at what is in corn. What is corn composed of? Look at it on the screen right here. 7% protein, 2.5% fat, 3.5% fiber. Ingredients: corn. Now you can feed your chickens solely corn only, and you probably will kill them. All right, look, let's take an analogy. I like analogies. Okay, red beans and rice for humans. Okay, we don't eat red beans and rice for the rice. The rice is a filler. I would much prefer to eat red beans without the rice, or red beans and rice, but not just rice. The corn, in the chicken's case, is the rice. Now, since we're on red beans, let's talk about laying pellets for the chickens. That would be the red beans of the red beans and rice. Okay, you got corn, and then you got layer pellets. Look on the screen. Now, with the laying pellets, you can see that we have 16% protein, and, we get 2% fat, 7% fiber. But here is the thing right here, the calcium. If you can see on the screen right there, the calcium minimum is 3.5%, maximum is 4%. I'm going to say for a chicken, if they lack anything in their diet on a general occasion, it's going to be calcium. Now, calcium is important for the egg shells, but it's also important for their bones, and it's important for every other bodily function of a chicken. They need the macronutrients, sure enough. They've got to have protein, they've got to have fat, they've got to have fiber, but they've also got to have their nutrients, their vitamins, their minerals, and a lot of times they lack calcium. That makes their eggshell soft, it makes them calcium deficient, their bones break, feathers fall out. Lots of bad things happen when they're calcium deficient. Now, of course, they can get a lot of calcium and a lot of other nutrients by free ranging, but I have recently come across a product that absolutely solves all of a chicken's calcium deficiency issues. Let me show you. I want to talk about a product by Grub Terra. It's actually dried larvae from the black soldier fly. And they're not only for chickens. You can feed them to reptiles, fish, birds, and everything else. One thing I really got excited about is they have 75% more calcium than mealworms. And they're packaged in a real heavy-duty, resealable package. And here they are, folks. This would be the sausage in our red beans and rice. So I made my chickens a buffet with the fly larvae, the corn, and the laying pellets. And I wanted to get their reaction when I put this in front of them for the first time. Now, I sped it up for the sake of time, but as soon as the feed hit the ground, they went to what they were used to first. But it don't take very long whenever they find out that fly larva is edible. They turn all their attention to the fly larva, and they eat all of that before they go back to the corn and laying pellets. Now, I have a link in the description that'll take you to the Grub Terra website. Also, if you enter the code GRUB10, you can get 10% off of their entire website. And like many other things, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. And everything they offer comes from this side of the world, nothing from China. And it's really important to support your local people, which brings me to another point. Please don't drive to the big box stores and try to find your corn and laying pellets. There's men and women all over this country that own little feed stores and little co-ops that are trying to support themselves and their own family by peddling a little feed. And I don't know about you, but I would way much rather support my neighbor or somebody that lives in my community that's trying to run a little feed store than I had, a big box store. And those big box stores, they have real employees and they have families too. But my point is, a big box store does not only sell chicken feed, they sell a lot of other things. And they make plenty of money. I just think it's real important to support our local people. So to bring it all back home, no ma'am, you're not going to kill your chickens by supplementing them with corn. Just feed them other stuff along with it and I'm sure you'll be fine. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.